Hello, today we're going to discuss how to play Venusaur. We can look at its name for a clue, that clue being that it's some kind of cool and dandy dinosaur. It's also a poison type, so I recommend that we don't look at it as some kind of archaic monster from a time before man, but instead a large frog that sometimes shows up in my garden when it rains. If you look closely, you may notice some kind of flower on its back. You may have to look a little harder than you're looking now, because it's pretty well hidden. With this element, it's almost obvious that Venusaur is a grass type. Now I know what you're thinking, what a game changer! Now my elite mastery of rock paper scissors has granted me the knowledge that Venusaur is only ever weak to fire. We can exploit this mechanic by only ever playing games that exclusively have no fire types, such as these examples here. So now that you have downloaded an emulator for an unsupported game, you are now free to play Venusaur, but where do you start? Looking closely at its Pokédex entry, we can conclude that it's impossible to find anywhere. However, if that were the case, playing Venusaur would also be impossible, which I can guarantee it's not. The conclusion I draw from this data is that Venusaur is a ninja. This statement makes sense if you look at the Japanese folktale about Jiraiya the giant toad. The story is about a giant ninja toad called Jiraiya that kidnapped women by using the large plant on his back to attract them into his lair. I guess what I'm saying is if a giant toad is trying to attract you with a flower, then you're probably in the right place to find a Venusaur. Now let's talk about combat strategy. As a ninja, you can expect Venusaur to be fast. However, my advice would be to let your opponents attack first. This acts as a ninja mind game, which can show off your ninja cunning and can take your enemy by ninja surprise. You can also employ ninja poison techniques, such as coughing up poison ninja shurikens from deep within your mighty Venusaur throat. I find this is a good counter to things that are too far away, such as flying enemies, or the apple on the highest branch. Finally, I think you should teach it Brick Break so that it gains the ability to tear down the walls that man created and rebuild the nature that once thrived on this planet. It also has a Mega Evolution, but from what I've read nobody seems to care about it. And there you have How to Venusaur. I hope you found this video educational and wish you all the best in your Ninja Toad wrangling.